We continue Unit 12, Rational Expressions, Adding and Subtracting. Example 1. We need to factor the denominators. The first denominator will factor to be 2 times x minus 6. The second denominator's factors are x minus 6 and x plus 2. Our next step is to figure out our least common denominator. We do that by writing down the factored expression from the denominator in the first fraction. Now we look at the second denominator. Is there an x minus 6 already in the written down expression? And yes, there is, so I do not rewrite it. Moving to the next term, is there an x plus 2 in this expression? No, there's not. So I need to multiply what we have by x plus 2. My least common denominator is 2 times x minus 6 times x plus 2. Another way to look at it is to take both denominators and look at them together. What is in common with both? The x minus 6. We write that down. What is left, the 2 and the x plus 2, we have to also use those, so we multiply by those things. Now we take our denominators and we look at them. What do I need in the first fraction to make that denominator look like this denominator? We are missing an x plus 2. So we're going to multiply both top and bottom of the expression by x plus 2. Now we look at the second fraction. What is missing in this denominator that's in this denominator? And we can see that it's a 2. So I need to multiply my top and bottom by 2. Now simplify, and the 5 times x, 5 times 2 is 5x plus 10. Negative 20 times 2 is negative 40 all over our denominator. And I could still reduce 5x minus 30 over our denominator. I'm not quite finished because I need to also, before I put my box around my answer, I need to check and see if the expression's completely factored. And in the top, I could pull out a 5. This leaves x minus 6 all over 2 times x minus 6 times x plus 2. The x minus 6 will reduce with the x minus 6, and I am left with 5 over 2 times x plus 2. Every piece is completely factored. That is the answer. Example 2. Factor our denominators. In the first denominator, we get x minus 2, x minus 3. The second denominator, x plus 2, x minus 2. LCD. To get the LCD, we rewrite the first expression. X minus 2, x minus 3. Looking at the second expression, is there an x plus 2 in this expression? No. So I need to multiply x plus 2 to that expression. Then I go to the second number. Is there an x minus 2 in the expression? And yes, there is. My LCD is x minus 2, x minus 3 times x plus 2. Now I need to look at my denominators. In the original denominator of the first expression, I am missing an x plus 2. So I need to multiply top and bottom by x plus 2. So that is what goes in the parentheses here. In the second expression, I'm missing an x minus 3. So we multiply both top and bottom by x minus 3. Now we multiply and simplify. We get 3x plus 6 plus 2x minus 6 all over the denominator. We need to simplify. We can see that the 3x and 2x gives 5x, and the 6 and a negative 6 will cancel each other out. So we get 5x over x minus 2, x minus 3, and x plus 2. This is my answer. Example 3. Factor the denominators. Find our least common denominator. Write down the first expression and look at the second expression, starting with x plus 2. Is that in this expression? No, so I need to write it down. Go to the next term, x minus 1. Is it in this expression? Yes, so I don't. Write it down. My LCD is x minus 1 times x minus 1 times x plus 2. Rewrite the expression with the new denominator. And let's see what we're missing in this first expression. In the denominator, I am missing an x plus 2. So I need to multiply both top and bottom by x plus 2. In the second denominator, I have an x plus 2 and an x minus 1, but there are two x minus 1s down here. So I need to multiply top and bottom by x minus 1. I'm going to bracket these off because there's a negative sign right here and it will change everything inside the parentheses. Let's distribute and simplify. I have x plus 2 minus, and in parentheses here, we have x squared minus x plus x minus 1 all over our denominator. We want to make sure and simplify before we distribute, and inside this bracket the x's go away. That leaves x plus 2 minus x squared plus 1, because I'm distributing the negative sign, all over the denominator. Rewriting this expression, we get negative x squared plus x, and 2 and 1 will combine to make 3. All over our denominator. Now the thing to determine is there a target product, target sum that will make this work? And if I pull out a negative sign, I end up with x squared minus x minus 3. If my target product is negative 3 and the target sum is negative 1, which it is, there's no other factors. This is my answer. Example 4. Factor the denominators. Find the LCD. Our LCD, we write down the first expression. We look at the second expression. Is there a 2 in the expression we wrote down? No, there's not. So we need to multiply by 2. Is there an x plus 5 up here? Yes, there is. So we do not do anything to it. This is my least common denominator. So we will write the least common denominator with the big line over the top. We have 3 minus 4x on top and minus 2. What do I need to multiply the 3 minus 4x by? Well, what am I missing in my denominator? We're missing a 2. So that's what I multiply the top and bottom by. In the second expression, I need to know what I'm multiplying the 2 by. Well, look at my denominator. I have a 2 and x plus 5, but I'm missing an x minus 2. So this is what I need to multiply both the top and the bottom by. Now we distribute and simplify. 6 minus 8x minus 2x plus 4 over our denominator. Combining like terms, 6 and 4 is 10, and negative 8x and negative 2x is negative 10x. So we get negative 10x plus 10 over 2x plus 5 times x minus 2. If I pull out a negative 10, we have x minus 1. And on the bottom we have 2 times x plus 5 times x minus 2. This is as factored as far as we can factor it. There's nothing to mark out of the top and bottom. So I am done.